Last session we have seen about the three major factors which causes the disease. They are the virulent pathogen, susceptible host and the favorable environmental condition. Among them, the first factor which we are going to see is that the host, that is the susceptible host. Okay, not all the pathogen affect all the host. Some might be specific and some might be non-specific. Okay, so among the different factors, the factor that we are going to learn today is that about the host. Okay, so with this, let me introduce myself to you. I am Megavashni Saravanan. So with host, let's have the further categories of the subdivision, out of which the host plant is yielded, it is susceptible to the pathogen. First one is that the susceptible host. Susceptibility is that to accept anything without any resistance. எந்த ஒரு விஷயத்தையும் எதிர்க்காம அதை அப்படியே ஏற்றுக்கிறது. Sometimes we students keep mum and susceptible to the words of the staff, right? We don't question them why, what, or we don't show any opposal to their words, right? So this is meant as the susceptible host. Okay, they don't show any resistance. They are susceptible to the disease. For example, groundnut and wheat. Groundnut is susceptible to ticka leaf spot and wheat is susceptible to loose matter. This ticka leaf spot, how to identify the ticka leaf spot is that the groundnut leaves, the Arachis hypogea leaves would have a brown colored affected part, that is the leaf is affected by the brown color spots with a yellow halo. Halo is nothing but the colored portion or the background portion of the spot. Okay, brown spot with yellow halo, and this ticka leaf spot is caused by the fungus. Two species. First one is that Cercospora rachidicola and the other is that Cercospora personata. Okay, and this is about groundnut. So groundnut is susceptible host of ticka leaf spot caused by the fungus Cercospora personata and Cercospora rachidicola. Okay, and while moving to wheat, wheat is susceptible to loose mud. This wheat loose mud is an internally seed-borne disease. Internally seed-borne disease. So this is an important half-mark question, okay? And it might also ask in your competitive examinations. This loose mud is also caused by the fungus named Ustilago tritici. Okay, and the other factor is that the soil temperature. If the soil temperature is favorable, that is 26 to 28 degrees Celsius, it favors the cotton fusarium wilt. The cotton wilt which is caused by fusarium. Okay, so this is called as cotton fusarium wilt, the soil temperature ranging from 26 to 28 degrees Celsius. So this favors the cotton fusarium wilt. So wilt affects the xylem. If the xylem gets affected, the water transport is stopped or it is disturbed, right? So automatically the plant starts to wilt, it starts to droop. Okay, aggregation and distribution of susceptible host, that is some varieties may be popular at a time, that is it might reach a peak at a time, but we farmers unknowingly we might pick the variety and grow it in our field because it is high yielding one, but later we come to know that it is also susceptible to the contagious diseases. For example, the sun variety of banana which is susceptible to Panama wilt. Sun variety of banana is susceptible to Panama wilt. Okay, and COC, Coimbatore Kadalur 671 variety is susceptible to red rot. Red rot of sugarcane is caused by Coltotrichum falcatum. The major problem in cultivating sugarcane is this red rot, right? So the variety called COC, Coimbatore Kadalur 671 is susceptible to red rot of sugarcane. Okay, and the introduction of new host, that is the exotic host. Exotic is that which is introduced from other countries or outer places to our native or to our region. Okay, for example, the exotic cotton. So this exotic cotton turned to be the host for the bacterial blight. Bacterial blight is caused by bacteria. Okay, So, exotic cotton turned to be the host of the bacterial blight. Finally, we come to the alternate or the collateral host. It alternate or the collateral host, we have the difference between these two. So, alternate host is that any host species of other family. Okay, if it is a grass, it might have an alternative host in some other leguminaceous or fabaceous crop. Okay, collateral host is that the species, that is, the species may vary but they belong to the same family. Collateral is that the alternative host is of same family, where alternate host is that the particular species which is going to be the host is of different species, different family. Okay, here the family turned to be the differentiating point between the collateral and the alternate host. Okay, so for example, grass turns to be the alternate host for the rice blast, sugarcane smut and wilt. So grass, sugarcane and rice, all these three belong to the family of Poaceae or Graminaceae, right? So if you have grass in the field, it turned to be the alternate or the collateral host. Here the apt word is a collateral host because grass and rice and sugarcane, all these are of same family, right? So, rice blast is caused by the fungus Magnaporthe oryzae. Magnaporthe oryzae. And sugarcane smut and sugarcane wilt. Sugarcane smut is identified by the black minute spots or the black portion of the leaves. So this black portion of the leaves represents the smut. Okay, and sugarcane wilt is that it is caused by the Fusarium genus. Okay, the etiology, while moving to etiology, the causal organism is the Fusarium, which causes the wilt inhabiting in the xylem region. Okay, so that what happens, the complete plant turn to droop and it turns to wilt because there is no supply of water, as the xylem portion is inhabited by the causal organism Fusarium, causing the wilt. Okay, and the rice blast caused by the fungus Magnaporthe oryzae. So this rice blast would have a visual symptom that the leaves which is affected by the blast have a sandal or the light yellow region which is surrounded by a brown halo. Halo is at the background. Okay, so these are the symptoms and that is we can identify it easily, right? And this blast is somewhat elongated and it is not like a spot or a blight. It is somewhat an elongated portion, this blast. Okay, so it is found in the leaves of rice. So let me have a revision out of this. So host, ஒரு host அப்படின்னு போகிறப்ப 4 விஷயங்கள் சொல்கிறாங்க. முதல்ல நம்ம சசப்டபிள் ஹோஸ்ட்டை வந்து யூஸ் பண்ணுறது. சசப்டபிள் ஹோஸ்ட் அப்படின்னா அந்த ஹோஸ்ட் ஒரு பர்டிகுலர் டிசீசஸ் வந்து ஏற்றுக்கும். அந்த பிளான்ட்டை க்ரோ பண்ணாவே கண்டிப்பாக அது வந்து இந்த டிசீசஸ் வரும் அப்படின்னு நம்ம சொல்ல முடியும். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் கிரவுண்ட்நட்டில் டிக்கா லீவ் ஸ்பாட், வீட்டில் அப்படின்னு பார்க்கும்போது வீட், loose mat of wheat. Okay, then the soil temperature 26 to 28 degrees Celsius, and the temperature la irundaduna it favors the cotton la it favors a fusarial wilt. Okay, and the next thing is that aggregation and distribution of the susceptible host. Susceptible host நம்ம தெரிஞ்சே இதை வந்து டிஸ்ட்ரிபியூட் பண்ண மாட்டோம். நம்ம ஃபஸ்ட்டு எடுத்த உடனே எதுவுமே நமக்கு கிடைக்கிறது இல்லை இல்லையா? ஸோ அதே மாதிரி தான் எடுத்த உடனே இது ஒரு ஹை ஈல்டிங்கிறத மட்டும் தான் பார்க்குறாங்க. போக போக தான் இதோடைய இட் இஸ் ஹைலி சசப்டபிள் அப்படிங்கிறத தெரிஞ்சுக்க வந்து. ஓகே, ஸோ சன் வெரைட்டி ஆஃப் பனானா இஸ் சசப்டபிள் டு பனாமா வில்ட், whereas COC கோயம்புத்தூர் கொண்டல 671 variety of sugarcane is susceptible to red rot. Okay, finally moving to the new host, the alternate or the collateral host. New host அப்படின்னா வெளியிருந்து, that is outer countries-லேருந்து introduce பண்ண ஒரு plant ஆனது it turns to be the next host, the alternative host for the particular disease. For example, cotton, exotic cotton, which turn to be the host for the bacterial blight. Okay, and the final one is that alternate or the collateral host. Alternate host is that the host belong to the different family, but collateral host is that the another individual or another plant of same family. இந்த ரெண்டு தான் இதுக்குள்ள வித்தியாசம். For example அப்படின்னு சொல்லும்போது let's take rice, sugar cane. Rice blast to the alternate host grass. Similarly for sugar cane smut and sugar cane wilt, the alternate host is the grass. Okay, so these all these things we have learned from this session. So I hope that you might have learned a clear idea about the one among the factors, that is the host. And in the following sessions we shall also learn about the pathogen and the environmental condition which favors the disease occurrence. Okay, so with this I would like to end up this session. Always stay tuned guys. Learn for happiness, this is the only theme that we should follow as a students. So thank you one and all. Stay tuned. Bye.